Good morning, everyone. It's Miss Amanda at the West Haven Public Library, and today we are doing a musical instrument preschool story time. So I am super excited. So we can get started with a song that you might know that we do every week, and this is the Clap and Sing Hello song. So we'll start with clapping and waving and stomping. Ready? We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. And we wave and sing hello, we wave and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. And we stomp and sing hello, we stomp and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. So our story time for this week is all about different musical instruments. Do you have any special musical instruments that you play? Maybe the piano, the drums, guitars. So even if you don't have a musical instrument at home, there are ways that you can make music everywhere, just with your body. When we're singing, we're making music just with our voice. So we are going to start off with a book about how music is everywhere. And that book is called I Got the Rhythm by Connie Schofield-Morrison. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. I thought of a rhythm in my mind. Think, think. I heard the rhythm with my ears. Can you find your ears? Beat, beat. I looked at the rhythm with my eyes. Can you find your eyes? Blink, blink. And I smelled the rhythm with my nose. Sniff, sniff. I sang the rhythm with my mouth. Ooh la la. Can you sing a song? That's beautiful. And I caught the rhythm with my hands. Clap, clap. I kept the rhythm with my fingers. Snap, snap. And I shook a rhythm with my hips. Can you find your hips? Do shake, shake. I felt the rhythm with my knees. Can you find your knees? Knock, knock. And I walked the rhythm with my feet. Where are your feet? Let's do a stomp, stomp. Oh, awesome. I tapped the rhythm with my toes. Find your toes. Tip, tap. And I danced to the rhythm of a drum. Beat, bop. I clapped and snapped, I tipped and tapped, I popped and locked, I hipped and hopped. Beat, bop, bing, bang, boom, boom, boom. Boombox, beat, bop, kaboom, kaboom. I got the rhythm and you can too. The end. So that was a really fun book about making music with all of our different body parts. Next, we are going to do a song called the Finger Band Song, and it goes like this. The finger band is coming to town, coming to town, coming to town. The finger band is coming to town so early in the morning. And this is the way they play the guitar. How do you hold a guitar? You hold the top of the guitar and then we strum the strings, right? So, this is the way they play the guitar, play the guitar, play the guitar. This is the way they play the guitar so early in the morning. Great job. And this is the way they play the flute. How do we play the flute? We can hold it like this. I think we press down with our fingers. This is the way we play the flute, play the flute, play the flute. This is the way they play the flute so early in the morning. What about a drum? How do you play a drum? That's a fun one. We just bang it, right? So this is the way they play the drum, play the drum, play the drum. This is the way they play the drum so early in the morning. What other instruments can you think of to play? What about the piano? How do you play a piano? You just press down on the keys. This is the way they play the piano, play the piano, play the piano. This is the way they play the piano so early in the morning. Great job! And you can do all sorts of different instruments. Just use your imagination. So our next book is called Poco and the Drum. And I love when I'm picking up books to look at the cover and look at what this book might be about. And I see a frog, and it looks like the frog is playing a drum, and I love all the beautiful colors on this cover on the front of the book. And then you can also look at the back of the book, and sometimes on the back of the book it'll tell you a little bit about what the book is about. So on the back of this book it says it is a story about art. Oh, and I can see there's a lot of beautiful pictures in this book. A story about persistence, that is a very big word, and that means not giving up. And about a family of frogs that lives in a mushroom. Oh, sounds like a very interesting book. So let's see what happens. Poco and the Drum by Matthew Forsythe. The biggest mistake Poco's parents ever made was giving her a drum. They had made mistakes before, like the slingshot and the llama and the balloon. But the drum was the biggest mistake. We shouldn't have given her that drum, said her father. What? Said her mother. The drum is too loud. I can't hear you. The drum was a big mistake, said her father. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea, said her mother, who still couldn't hear what he was saying. The next day, her father said, Poco, why don't you take your drum outside for a little while? But don't make too much noise. We're just a little frog family that lives in a mushroom, and we don't like drawing attention to ourselves. Poco agreed. She set out as quietly as she could. It had rained, and the forest was sparkling like an emerald. And it was very quiet. Too quiet. Poco started tapping on her drum just to keep herself company, but something stirred behind her. A raccoon playing a banjo started following her, so Poco hit her drum louder. And then a rabbit playing a trumpet started following them, but Poco kept playing her drum. And then a wolf, who couldn't really play anything but was very happy to be near the music, joined in, and Poco still played her drum. But
But then the wolf ate the rabbit, and Poco stopped playing her drum and faced the wolf and said, "No more eating band members, or you're out of the band." "I'm sorry," said the wolf, and he meant it. And then they all started playing again, and soon there was a crowd of animals playing instruments, and a crowd of animals following them around, enjoying the music. And they were all following Poco. "Poco, your dinner is ready," shouted her father. No one answered, but he could hear music in the distance. And the music grew louder and louder until the crowd swept through the house and carried Poco's parents off into the woods. "Oh, no," said her father. "Oh, dear," said her mother. "I think that's Poco down in front," said her father. "And you know what?" "What?" said her mother, who was just getting to the best part of her book. "I think she's pretty good." And no one could hear what he was saying, but if they could, they all would have agreed. The end.
So that was a very silly book about a frog and her drum. And so we are going to do a song next about a drum. And we are just going to pretend to play the drum just like we did before. We can pretend with our body that we are playing a musical instrument. So we can pretend to tap the drum. And so the song goes like this. This old man, he tapped one great big tap on his drum with a great big tap. Oh, what fun! He tapped one on his drum. Can you do one big tap? Awesome job. This old man, he tapped two great big beats on his shoe with a great big tap on his shoe. This old man, he tapped two. Can you tap two on your shoe? Excellent. What's next? This old man, he tapped three great big beats on his knee with three great beats on his knee. This old man, he tapped three. Can you do three taps on your knee? 2, 3. Oh, beautiful job. Okay, so to end our story time for this week, we are going to do some scarf songs. And I have 2 scarves this week. So you can use scarves that you have at home. You can use tissues. You can use pieces of paper. Or you can always just use your imagination. So we are going to hold one scarf in each hand. And this is great for bilateral development. And our song goes like this. Here we go. This is the way I bounce my scarves, bounce my scarves, bounce my scarves. This is the way I bounce my scarves so early in the morning. And this is the way I swish my scarves, I swish my scarves, I swish my scarves. This is the way I swish my scarves so early in the morning. This is the way I circle my scarves, circle my scarves, circle my scarves. This is the way I circle my scarves so early in the morning. And this is the way I throw my scarves, throw my scarves, throw my scarves. This is the way I throw my scarves so early in the morning. Great job. So next we are going to end with Jack in the Box. So we are going to scrunch up our scarves. We can just use one scarf for this. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Ready? Do you have it scrunched up? Nice and small? All right, here we go. Jack in the box sits so still. Will he come out? Yes, he will. Awesome job. Thank you, everyone, for participating in our story time this week. And Miss Carrie will be back next week with another story time for you. Have a great day.